Hi, I'm Mark. This is Mark's Tech Vlogs on YouTube, and today I'm going to bring you guys a review of the Nuki Bridge. Now, if you're interested in Nuki's other products, so the Ultimate Nuki and the Nuki 3.0, there are also reviews of those on his channel, so do click down below to go and view those videos. Today I wanted to make a separate video for the Nuki Bridge. And the Nuki Bridge is a Wi-Fi bridge that works as a go-between your Bluetooth Nuki lock and your wireless network. This is primarily aimed to give you things like out-of-home access. Now, the bridge costs £89 on its own, and so it is pretty pricey. Now, if you buy it alongside the lock, you do save a little bit of money, so that's probably the best time to pick one up. Now, because it is quite pricey, in this video I'm going to break down all of the features that it has and hopefully help you decide if you need one or not. But let's start off by talking about the design of this product. Now, the Nuki Bridge is basically a black plug type design that goes straight into a socket in your house. If you end up the European version, that version comes in white, but the UK plug version comes in black. On the front of it is a button and an indicator light. And that's it in terms of design. In terms of spec, it connects to your Nuki lock via Bluetooth and then connects to your home Wi-Fi in order to kind of act as a bridge between those two. Now, to work effectively, it needs to be no less than 5 meters from your Nuki lock. Now, setting up a bridge is pretty simple. You just follow the instructions on the NUKI app in order to get it set up. Now, part of that process is pairing it with your lock, and if you've got a Nuki 3, then you're probably going to need to wait a couple of hours for a software update to download to your bridge when you first connect it. Once you've paired it with your lock, you don't need to do anything else, you just leave it plugged in and let it do its thing. Now, having a bridge has a whole variety of features, and I'm going to talk about each of those features now. Now, the two key features are to do with out-of-home access and voice assistance. So the bridge enables out-of-home access when using the NUKI app. This means you can lock and unlock your door when you're not in Bluetooth range of the lock itself. The bridge also allows voice assistants to work with it. This is primarily Amazon Alexa and Google Assistant. Now, these are going to be the two features that mean most people want to buy the bridge, although there are some other features as well that I'm going to talk about. When it comes to setting it up for voice assistance, it's pretty easy, and it's done by activating Nuki Web in the features and configuration options for your lock. From there, you find the appropriate voice assistant and set up the instructions. When you do set it up with your voice assistant, you'll also need to set up a passcode. This is because it is a lock-in device, and what you don't want is someone to be able to open your letterbox and shout, "Alexa, open the front door." Having this passcode to use when you try and open it gives that extra level of security. So those are the two main features of having a bridge, and the reason most people are going to get them, but let's talk about some of the other features. So two of the features for more technically minded are access to the Nuki Web API and the Bridge API. Now, the Bridge API lives on the bridge itself and you can access that locally. The Web API can be accessed remotely. And when it comes to these APIs, there are all sorts of endpoints, and I'm not going to get into the ins and outs of these, but I'm just going to give you some examples of when you might want to use it. And these are certainly things for the more technically minded. So the API basically lets you make your own API calls, and this can be useful for finding things like the status of a lock, but also triggering things like lock-in and unlock-in. This is useful if you want to set something up on a Raspberry Pi to run automatically in the background, but also maybe if you want to use a Siri shortcut. For example, I've created one that checks if my lock is locked, and if it is, it unlocks it, and if it's not, it locks it. This is a nice little toggle feature that I wanted to have on my Apple Watch. And of course, because it's a Siri shortcut, that's nice and easy to do. There's also the option to create a Siri shortcut to use the opener feature, which is when you lift down your handle to open the door. This is something that's not supported in HomeKit, which just supports the lock and unlock features. So all of those things are the main features of the bridge. And so the real question to ask at the end of this video is, who needs the bridge and is it worth it? So from a price perspective, actually for the amount you have to pay for the features you get as an average user who doesn't want the API, this is actually a really expensive bridge add-on. And personally, if you're not fussed about out of Bluetooth range access or you don't want a voice assistant, then I don't think it's worth buying. If you're an Apple user, then you can already access your lock out of home even without the Nuki Bridge. This is done because your HomePod or your Apple TV can act as your smart home hub when you use Apple HomeKit. This certainly gives the lock an advantage for Apple users. If, however, you really want to have Google Assistant or Amazon Alexa, or even out-of-home access with the NUKI app, so especially for Android users, then this bridge is probably something you're going to need to pick up just to have those features. Personally, as someone who's a bit techie and loves a bit of home automation and coding, I love the idea that I can also access the API and come up with my own kind of automations. If you guys have got any questions about the bridge, do stick them below. If you want to pick one up, I have put a purchase link below, along with purchase links to buy it as part of a bundle with the Nuki 3.0. Please consider giving this video a like, subscribing to my channel, and I will see you guys again soon.